It's just a late night talk. Nothing crazy today. Just want to hang out, sit with you guys, talk about something that's been on my mind. You will never be happy with the things that you want until you learn to become content with what you have. I think this is the one main thing that is holding a lot of people back in life. It's the simple concept of being grateful for what you have. I've talked about this in a past video, but being happy with what you have and understanding what you have. When we look at our lives, we often see it as this thing that's like, oh, I could have so much more, I could be so much more, I could have so much more money, I could have more material possessions, I could be driving a nicer car, I could be in a better job. Yes, that's true. You could be so much more. But the reality is that you're not. The reality is you're not there yet. Should I center this camera? It looks a little weird. Oh, that's better. A prime example of this would be my job. And listen up, because you probably hate your job too, but I dislike my job very much. I dislike it because the work is intense. It's very grueling. There's a social aspect to it as well, where you have to deal with people. You have to deal with guests as well as the people in the back, the people you work with. And it wouldn't be so bad. The work wouldn't be so bad if the people had a little bit better attitudes towards life and towards everything, actually. And the point is, I dislike my job. But if I take an objective standpoint to my place of employment and what I do for a living, look, I got a roof over my head. I have running water. I have food. I'm not starving. I'm not pulling food out of the rubbish can in order to eat and survive. I'm content with that. I have to look at my situation objectively and say, hey, you know what? Actually, nothing is wrong here. I have everything I need. And this whole gratefulness thing, this whole being content with what you have, it's a push-pull balance of being content with everything you have, but also learning to pursue more, because there's always more of yourself to discover. There's always more inside of you that you have not found or discovered yet. So on one hand, yes, you have to be content with what you have. You also have to pursue more. For a lot of people who like to achieve things, and I used to be one of these people, a lot of people who like to get things done and achieve things are very unhappy because they place this such high importance on a goal for the future, and they place their value and their worth on achieving it. Say a businessman wants to make $1 million in 1 year. That's the goal. That goal equals happiness for that businessman. And when they achieve it, more oftentimes than not, there is a sense of dissatisfaction, a sense of needing more, despite having reached the goal. And why is that? That's because the goal is not happiness. You will not feel happy by reaching that goal. What is actually giving you happiness, what's giving you joy, is the pursuit of that goal. getting there, the process, becoming the person in order to make the $1 million is the joy. The $1 million in itself is not joy. It's not happiness. It's symbolic of the person you have become in order to get that outcome. Now, a lot of people, when they reach the goal, they stack goals on top of goals on top of goals in order to fill this void that they have not confronted in their souls and their hearts. That feeling of discontentment, that feeling of needing more. It stems from a place of inadequacy, of not feeling like enough. When everything you actually need is already inside of you. So in reality, that joy that they are finding in the goal, it's not out there. It's not there. It's in here. It really is in here. That's where you start. You don't start with the goal. You start in here. Another really good example I could use is when I first started making YouTube videos. Man, it takes me back. But this is not my first channel, by the way. I've been doing this for around 3 years now. But all I wanted, when I first started, all I wanted was 1,000 views and 100 subscribers. That's really all I wanted. I just wanted a triple-digit number in my YouTube analytics. And I wanted a quadruple-digit number in terms of views on one of my videos. That is literally all I wanted. I just wanted to see what it looked like in my analytics. And then I was thinking, oh, then I'll feel contentment, and then I'll feel peace, contentment, contentedness, and then I'll be happy. But no. I realize that now that is not what gives happiness. And I think I knew that all along. I just wanted to reach that point. But now, on this channel, we're gaining around 200 subscribers every day, which is still mind-blowing to me. And the views is just not, 1,000 views. It's still awesome to have a video get 1,000 views, but I'm always trying to get more, trying to get better in my content making skills. But that is a really good example for me, and maybe any other content creators out there watching, is that the numbers don't matter. The numbers do not matter, because here I am getting 200 subscribers every day and still questioning whether or not it's enough. And I know it's not a question I should be asking, because that the happiness is not in the numbers, it's in the process. It's in gaining the skills to reach that goal. The goal itself is not where happiness lies. And I remember that 19-year-old me, all he wanted to see was 100 subscribers. All he wanted to see was 1,000 views. And here I am getting that. Is this what I imagine it feel like? To be honest, I don't know. All I can say is that the results is not where you should be focusing your attention towards. It's the process. It's the enjoyment of creating, the enjoyment of becoming that person. I think we all believe that there's going to be a point in life when we're just okay, we're just happy, we're just content with what we have, and we have more than we do now. and then we're going to be happy. That could not be farther from reality. You have the choice to be happy whenever you want. You have the choice to be joyful whenever you want. And I'm using happy very loosely here, because happiness is fleeting. Happiness comes and goes, but joy stays with you indefinitely. It's joy that you can feel continuously in hardship, in trauma, in work. Joy is the essence of life. You are joyful to be alive. You may not always be happy, but you are joyful. The point I'm trying to make is that instead of looking at your life as a deficit, you don't have enough. You don't have everything you're supposed to. You don't have X, Y, and Z. You don't have the car. You don't have that new gaming console. You don't have all the things that you want. Let's be realistic here. You're never going to have everything that you want. It's just not going to happen. We all want what we don't have. But it's not about what you don't have. It's what you do have. There is so much abundance in what you already have. In this life right now, the number one thing holding you back is thinking that you don't have enough. Because you do. You have so much in this life. You have so much to live for. I advise you to stop getting caught up in that mentality of needing more. Always. Not being satisfied. Not having what you want. There's always more money to be gained. There's always more material possessions to have. But what you need to protect is what's already inside of you. This joy, this happiness. That's all that matters. As long as you have this, you can be happy. You can be content with everything you already have. This is not some game to try to see how much you can get out of this world. All of this, everything, this stuff, everything around you in this life is going to be gone in 100 to 200 years. Nobody's going to remember you. So why are we chasing after all these little minute little things that truly don't matter? It doesn't. You know, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be joyful in your own life. Because, I realize I'm kind of going through a struggle right now where I'm just kind of anxious about what this YouTube channel thing is doing. It feels like I constantly just need more. I need more views. I need more people watching. I need more subscribers and followers and all that. And I have to ground myself sometimes and remind my consciousness that it truly doesn't matter. If I stop gaining people, if I stop getting views tomorrow, it shouldn't matter. Because you're not validated by the people that see you online. You're validated by yourself and your own thoughts. And as long as your opinion stands firm and stands strong against everybody else's slander, everybody else's opinions, it really shouldn't matter. Anyway, I'm kind of ranting at this point, but the point is, you are enough. And you have everything in life that you need. As long as you are still breathing, you have an opportunity to continue and thrive in this life. But I urge you not to just stay content, but to pursue more, because there is more out there in life. You are capable of so much more. And I'm speaking to you directly right now. Forget the camera. I'm not speaking to the camera. I'm speaking to you. You are capable of so much more. Keep striving for better. Keep doing more with yourself. Keep pursuing better. But at the same time, look at how far you've come. Look at everything you've done in your life. Be happy. Be content with what you have while still striving for more. And yes, it's good to want. It's good to want to do more. It's good to want more from yourself. It's good to expect good things from yourself. But remember that there's a point in time where you have to ask yourself, am I doing this for me, or am I doing this to fill the void of discontentment? Discontentedness. I keep getting that word wrong. Which one is it? Are you doing it for you? Or are you doing it to fill the hole? You gotta ask yourself that question. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I was made for you.